Hello, Naval. Good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing well, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking. And what about you?
I am doing wonderful as well. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you, Naval, for reaching out and wanting to have this conversation with me. I'm really glad that you reached out, and I'm very happy to connect with you today and have this conversation with you today. So, Naval, I don't know anything about you. I'm sure you know at least a little bit about me. So, why don't you start by giving me a quick introduction about who is Naval?
Okay, ma'am. Sure, why not? So first of all, I would like to say thank you to you for accepting my request. And
Most
yeah,
welcome.
my name is Naval, and I'm from Jaipur, Rajasthan. And if I talk about my profession, currently I'm working in a company as an e-commerce executive, and it has been more than 3 years. I have been working in this sector. And apart from this, these days I'm working on my communication skills as well, because as we all know, communication skills are very, very important in our personal and professional life both. So that is the only reason I wanted to connect with you.
Wonderful. That's great. So, which part of Jaipur are you in?
Uh, I live in proper Jaipur city
Okay. What is the name of the area?
area. It is called Sanand.
Sanganer.
Yes, yes,
Okay. All right. I lived in Jaipur for about 6 months. I used to stay in Raja Park.
Rajabaj. So you
Mm.
must be know about Sanand.
Yes, of course, I know about Sanganer. And I was working, I was actually not working, but I was doing my industrial training during my hotel management days. And I was doing it from the Oberoi Rajvilas. So our
Okay,
apartment was in Raja Park, and I used to stay there. So our most favorite destination on weekends, whenever we would get an off day, we would go to Raj Mandir, watch movies, and then right opposite to Raj Mandir, there used to be this McDonald's. So we would go there and hang out with friends.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Yeah.
Right.
So, ma'am, as we are new to each other, so I would like to know, as well. Like, I would also like to know about you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, thank you so much, Naval, for giving a quick introduction about yourself. Glad to know you. And as you already know, my name is Mopriya, and I am originally from Kolkata. I was born and raised there. However, I have been staying in Pune for the last 10 years almost. And I did my graduation in international hospitality management. And after that, I never worked in hotels. I have always worked in the corporate sector. So for 11 years, I have been a part of the corporate workforce. I started off with client servicing, and after that, I gradually moved into training and development. So for the last 6 years, I have been working full time as a trainer. And I am a certified communication coach, soft skills coach, and a corporate trainer. And recently, I have also done my TEFL certification. January this year, I decided that I don't want to work in a 9 to 5 job anymore. It wasn't 9 to 5 for me. I used to work in night shifts all throughout my career. So I was like, I'm done with this, and now I want to do something on my own. That's when I started working as an independent coach. And these last 9 months, they have been absolutely amazing, very thrilling to work on my own. It's a lot of work. You tend to work like almost the entire day when you are working on your own because everything is done by you. But it's very challenging, it's very interesting, and it's very rewarding as well. So I have been enjoying that process for the last 9 months now. And whenever I get some free time, I love spending time with my friends and family. I love to travel and I love cooking. So those were a few things about me. And if you have any particular questions, I would love to answer them for you.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing yourself. And I'm very delighted to meet you today. And I have been watching your videos on YouTube, and you are providing very valuable content
Thank
to
you.
us. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad that you found it to be useful. I'm glad that you are at least getting to learn something from them. And that's exactly what the purpose of the channel is. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, Naval, what are your hobbies? You didn't say anything about your hobbies. What do you do when you're free?
So I'm a working professional, ma'am, and I have to go to office every day. So I don't get that much time to spend outside, and I don't have any particular hobby. So wherever I get free time, earlier I would play cricket when I was not working, but
Mm-hmm.
these days I'm not playing any kind of physical games. So whenever I get time, I try to watch movies and English content content related to English. So I try to watch, English content on YouTube, and
Mm.
yeah, that's how I spend my day, like whenever I get free time. Yeah,
Okay, all right. So you said that you used to play cricket, right? So
yes,
now,
ma'am.
do you think that playing some kind of sport is very important for every individual? Do you think they help you in any way in life?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Because that if you play physical games, so it can be better for your physical health, your mental health, and you can learn a lot of things by if you play cricket, so you can learn a lot of things like leadership skills and how to manage a team. If you are a captain of a team, so you can learn like how can we manage the team in different situations.
Hmm.
So sports, taught us very important things.
Absolutely. Okay, so Naval, tell me this. You said that you are working on your spoken English skills, but do you think, what do you think is more important in life, spoken English or communication skills?
Ma'am, according to me, English is a language. English is not knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So communication skills are important according to me. If you know like how to communicate with others, if suppose if you are giving a speech to a to a group of people, so if they are listening to you carefully, if you are able to influence them, so it means you are a good communicator. Like it doesn't matter like how much English you know, but the ideas you are putting and like how you are conveying your thoughts and ideas to others, it matters a lot.
Okay. So before I talk about that, Naval, I want to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you at this point?
I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous
Very
right now.
nervous? Why are you so
Yes,
nervous?
I'm shivering like that.
Yeah, I can see that. But why are you so nervous? Am I so
Because
scary?
no, you are so expert in English, and that's why
So,
yeah.
how does it matter? It's okay. You don't have to feel nervous at all. We are here just to have a conversation. And, I'm here to guide you. I'm not here to make you feel nervous. So, in front of me, you can be rest assured you're not being judged. You are not being evaluated. Okay. I'm not here to evaluate you, but I'm here just to handhold you and show you what is the right way to say something. Okay. So, this is your place to make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, how will you learn, right? So
Absolutely.
very important to keep that in mind whenever you are with any mentor. There is nothing to be nervous or scared of. Okay, as you rightly said, English is just a language. We make a big deal out of it, but it's not such a big deal. It is just a language, right? And
Yes,
always
ma'am.
understand this: no matter what language you know, maybe Hindi is your mother tongue, does it mean you know all the words in Hindi?
No, ma'am.
No, right? Do you still make
Yes,
mistakes while speaking? Sometimes do you still have slip of tongue when you are speaking?
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Right? So the language that we know from birth, if we are not perfect in that, how can we expect to be perfect in English? It's not even our language. We are just trying to learn it so that we can connect with the entire world, because there has to be at least one language which is global, with which we can connect with anybody and everybody from around the world. That's the purpose of learning English, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you say that communication is more important, English is not, you can just tweak it a little bit and say that both are equally important. Because if you don't know English, how are you going to connect with people who don't know any other language? Right?
Yes.
So that's a big population that you are missing out on if you don't know English. So it is better to know the language so that you can express yourself clearly to others. But communication skills is something which is very important to have, because with communication skills, you can interact effectively with anyone in any language,
Mhm.
right? Because
Yes, ma'am.
since you are from the e-commerce background, you would know, right? There are vendors to talk to. There are, of course, your managers, your team leaders, your co-workers that you have to talk to. There are
Yes.
customers that you will need to interact with, right? There are
Yes.
There are delivery for people that you need to speak to, e-commerce, very important, payment gateways that you need to
Yeah.
interact with. So if you are not great at communication, no matter what language you know, you will still struggle to get your job done. The main purpose of having great communication skills is to be able to do anything very easily, to get your job done very easily,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right.
So you're right when you say that communication skills are very important. So can you tell me what, according to you, are three areas of your communication that you need to work on? You feel you need to work on.
Okay. So I want to work on like, my, can we include grammar? Like I want to work on in
Sure.
communication.
You can, yes. You can talk about grammar when it comes to English. So the language or the medium of delivery is something that you want to work on.
Mhm. Yes. So, sometimes I want to, express my thoughts, uh, to other person, but I'm not able to, convey my thoughts to others because of lack of grammar knowledge and lack of
Mm,
words. So, yeah, sometimes I face such kind of issues. Yeah.
mm. Okay. And how do you, um, what do you think are the ways in which you can work on that, or how do you think you can develop that?
According to me, if I want to speak fluently, so I will have to speak as much as possible, and
Mm,
gradually I will become fluent. Because if you and I will have to focus on listening a lot. Because if you listen to other person, you can imitate good English from them, and you can implement in your spoken English, and then it can help you a lot. And shadowing practice. I'm also doing shadowing practice. Like if someone is talking in English,
mhm.
so I repeat the same without even thinking. So it helped me a lot. So shadowing practice is helped me a lot. Shadowing practice is helped me a lot.
Shadowing practice is helping me a lot because right
Is
now you are
helping me.
doing that, right? It's a continuous
Yes,
process that you are in.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Good. So you have quite a good idea about how to work on your language and your communication skills. So when you say you do a lot of listening, what kind of listening activities do you do? What do you listen to?
I I do listen conversational videos. There are many YouTubers like you and Rajni ma'am, Ashu sir, and I know them and I listen their videos. And sometimes I watch Palki Sharma's video. Like he's a great like journalist, and sometimes
Mhm,
I watch her videos. And sometimes I watch Ranveer Lavadia. Like he's
mhm,
a good. He's a star on YouTube and great podcaster. So
mhm.
I listen his videos as well. So and whenever I find whenever I listen an interesting word, I try to imitate that word in my spoken English, and that's how I
Mm.
learn new words. Yeah.
Good, good. Okay, small correction there, Naval. Every time you say listen, you always listen to something. Okay?
Oh,
I listen to a podcast, not I listen podcast. Okay? Whenever I listen to a new word, not whenever I listen new word. Okay? Always use to when you are using listen.
okay, man. Thank you so much for correcting me.
You're most welcome. All right. So those are some good things that you are doing. And in addition to conversational videos, start watching some some good podcasts, not just Ranveer Alabadia or not just anything which has got to do with two people talking, but actually try and increase your knowledge on different varieties of subjects. For example, don't restrict yourself to only English. Okay,
Mhm.
your fluency will increase when you have more thoughts in your mind. So diversify the kind of knowledge you are taking in, which means listen to a little of finance podcasts, listen to some science and experiment podcast, listen to some interesting facts. There are a lot of podcasts which will talk about interesting facts. Know a little about health and fitness because that's very trending topic these days, right?
Yes.
So always try and gather as much information on as different topics as you can. What that does is every time you are in front of a group of people and a discussion comes up on any topic, if you know a little bit of everything, you will be able to have smooth conversations with people. And listening to different variety of content will help you increase your vocabulary on different subject matters. Because if you
Absolutely.
stick to English, after a point, it is the same discussion that's going on, right?
Mm.
How to
Yes.
work on grammar? Is grammar important? Should I do listening? Should I do reading? Or what kind of books should I read? What kind of podcast should I listen to? Or how to handle impromptu speech, what to do
Mhm.
when you hesitate a lot in front of other people. So these are the few very limited topics that people talk about when it comes to English, right? So for you,
Yes.
empower yourself to be able to have smooth conversations on any topic, you have to start getting in more information on every topic and every subject. So anything that you like, it can be movies, it can be sports, it can be anything
Yeah.
that interests you. Start listening to a little bit of all of that, because then you will have wholesome knowledge about a lot of things, and then speaking on anything will become easy for you. Got it?
Oh, great advice, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're most
Yes.
welcome. No problem at all. All right. So, Naval, do you have any questions for me today?
Uh, yes, ma'am. So you told me that if I should listen, different conversations on different topics, like in different sectors, like finance, sports, entertainment. So I will, I can gather knowledge from these, sectors, and I can learn new words. So it is, yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will implement. I will try to do that exercises, those
Wonderful.
exercises. And I
Mhm.
will. Yeah, yes, ma'am. But that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. That's great. So, Naval, it was great connecting with you today. I really had a very interesting time talking to you. And, I would suggest that you give it your best shot. You keep doing all the good things and the hard work that you are putting in. And definitely, you are going to be very successful in whatever you are doing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and you also become successful. I wish.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so much. That is so kind of you.
yes, yes. I was little bit nervous. That's why I'm fumbling, and I'm not able to. That's why I was.
You don't have to be nervous at all. Yeah, you are doing a pretty good job. One thing that I noticed, Naval, you don't make too many grammatical mistakes. There are a few things that you are missing out on, like I pointed out, listening to, right? But other than that, grammar is not your problem area. Okay? Your problem area is your hesitation. You need to come out of that shell. You need to expose yourself to people, and you need to start speaking. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so start practicing to speak as much as possible. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. What happens to us is we are very comfortable in our safe zone where we think that only listening will help us, but that is not the case. You have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to put yourself in front of people and you have to speak. When you do that, that's when you start getting confident, right?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
start doing that, because grammar is not your problem area. Your problem area is confidence and hesitation. So start working on that. Okay?
Absolutely, ma'am.
And whenever you are speaking, have that very nice smile that you have on your face. Have it. Because when you speak, you look very tensed, you look very worried. Okay? So this smile that you are showing right now, you should have it when you are conversing with people. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much for your valuable feedback and guidance. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Naval. Thank you so much for joining in today, and you have a wonderful evening. I'll see you somewhere in the future again. Yeah?
Thank you so much. Same here, ma'am. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.